Hello everybody, this is a kit I've been dying to try out for ages. I bought it, I think it was, I don't know, in the before times. Actually no, it may not have been. It may have been like, anyway, doesn't matter when I bought it. I bought it. And it says instant flower press. And I'm like, cool. So hopefully this will mean that you keep some of the colours that you sometimes lose when you do flower press. And I haven't got a flower press. I know this seems a bit girly for me, but sometimes it's just, you know, you want to have the widest available options when you're making things. This is a kit, theoretically a kit that's for use by children over 8 years old. Responsible adults should supervise the use of the microwave oven. That could be an issue. I may need a responsible adult. I'm not sure where I'm going to find one around here, but I may have to risk it for a biscuit. Right, so let's open this bad boy and see what we've got enough of. The surface of the flower press and the pressed flowers can be hot enough to burn when removed from the microwave. Jeepers. Remove from the microwave using heat-proof oven gloves or similar. This product will only function in a microwave oven, do not use in the conventional oven. Or it's obviously plastic. Why would you use it in a conventional? Weird. Okay, cool. So you've got instruction booklet, 2-part flower press, hinge pins, felt pads, 2 cotton pads. Press and dry flowers in a few seconds using a microwave oven and interplace instant flower press. It's so easy to do and the results look fantastic. Okay, well, I'll be the judge of whether or not the results are fantastic. Thank you very much. Ooh, it looks very plastic. It comes in plastic. How very plastic of it. Right, okay, so we have instructions. Throw those out. No, I'm joking, I won't throw the instructions out because there's, you know, instructions generally have very important health and safety issues, so you don't muck it up. See, I have self-censored there, it's very good of me. Pick the fresh flowers or foliage you would like to press, open the flower press by removing one of the hinge pins, place 2 felt pads squarely on the bottom section, followed by a cotton sheet, and arrange your flowers on top of the cotton sheet. Cover the flowers with the other cotton sheet, followed by 2 felt pads. Pressing to it, the flower is quite thick. You remove one or both of the outer felt pads to avoid squashing the flower. As the flower dries, the felt pads can be placed back in position if necessary. Okay. Close press and hold together in a hinge pin. Place press in the microwave with half a cup of cold water in a microwave-resistant cup and cook on 4 power for 20 seconds. The water prevents the flowers from being burned by the microwaves. When cool, remove the press from the oven and check the results. Be careful not to spill the water in the cup as it will be hot. If the flowers are still damp, assemble the press again and microwave for further 20 seconds. This is going to be difficult because I have a microwave that just has like one of those minute timer things, so I'm going to have to judge this. So wish me luck. It may be... yeah, it may be terrifying. Till the flowers appear dry, when time the flowers from the press, they should now be ready to use in craft projects. That's what we want. Best types of flowers to use: good quality fresh picked flowers on a dry day, so they're not too wet. Have a naturally flat shape and a single layer of petals, such as cosmos, pansies, daisies, buttercups, and wild geraniums. Plants that have a lot of small flowers. Forget-me-nots and Queen Anne's lace. I don't even know what Queen Anne's lace is, but okay. The types of flowers that are far more difficult to process: succulent plants or flowers with multiple layers like roses and dahlias. Well, yeah, I have a few different ideas. I have things in the garden that I can chop off and do. So similar types and sizes of flower. Do not try to press thick succulent flowers along with delicate small ones. When arranging the flower on the cotton sheet, ensure they do not touch each other as best will stick to each other. Sticky. During the drying process, some delicate petals may stick to the cotton sheet and be damaged if removed too quickly. The drier the flower, the less they stick. Also, when removing the flower, carefully use a peeling technique to release petals from the cotton sheet. Okay, cool. That sounds pretty darn simple. So all I have to do now is go and get some flowers, which I will do now.
We're going to be pressing some flowers.
Maybe. Impressing them. Right, flowers collected. Let's see what we got. So, this one seems to have a lot of like yucky stuff on, so I'll take the yucky stuff off. Big scissors. I don't know what that is. It's eggs of some kind, bugs, I don't know. Dead bugs. There'll be dead bugs soon. Right, so this is obviously the sort of thing they said not. Oh no, it's all falling apart. That's one that they said not to do. So that'll be an interesting test. So I'll put that one over here. Put it over here. And these ones, oh no, some of them are closing up already. That's cricket. Oh, that should be nice. So right, so let's see what we can do. I got some borage, some flowers. I am some kind of cow slippy type looking thing. I got a couple of. I think I got buttercup. I got them. I got them. I'm not really a gardeny flowery person, so they're quite pretty. Let's have a look. See what we can do with this flower press. Have a little test. That was disgusting. Right, so this one. Color with care, hot surfaces. On contact. What? So it comes quite entirely. I'm assuming it's a good idea to just. How's this going? Like that. So I put one hingy boy hinge pin. Oh come on, man! How do you fit together properly? Sorry about that. My voice, it did a thing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. So let's have a look at pictures. Yeah, it's definitely got the things on the outside. So 1, 2, a bit of cotton. Let's try buttercup first. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and cut this as close to the flower itself as possible. I don't really want to be drying out the stem as well as the flower. Oh no, there's a bug in there. Mr. Bug, you're going to die. I'm so sorry. That's quite a chunky bit. So let's see if this one will press as it is. Because that's all quite thin bits. Get a few in here because I don't really want to take too long. This one. this one's going to be a nuisance because it's going to dry squash it, I think. Don't squash it, I want it to go that way. Let's try to do this thing. And put now that on. Don't squash the plants. Too late, mothers. Glass of cold water. Okay, what I'm going to do is take one of those. I think I don't want to squash it too much. And you want to squash it because you want to make it flat, but at the same time, you want to squash it so much that it distorts your flower. There. Flower. Am I okay? No, probably not. And I need a glass of cold water, a cup of cold water or whatever. So that feels fairly... Okay, I'm going to go and take it to the micro and see what happens. Dun dun dun! It's definitely starting to do something. You don't know what it's starting to do, but... Right, so that was fun. I've just chosen exactly the wrong moment to start sucking on a rhubarb and custard sweetie. On the plus side, it is very tasty. Num 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 num. Anyway, I apologise for my being disgusting. That took a while. That took quite a long while. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, anyway, let's have a look, see what our results are, see if this has actually done its thing in the way it should have done. So we've got our felt, our cotton, so you can see the moisture has come through and lightly dyed the cotton. So my cotton is slightly dead. No, it's lightly dyed. I should put my tweezers. I'd imagine that would help a little bit. What? Why is it tangled up with string? Why am I like this? Okay, cool. Let's have a look at this. Let's see if this is actually dry. I'm not sure it has dried properly. Which is, yeah, no. It just doesn't feel dry yet. And I've been downstairs with the microwave for longer than, oh yeah, it's still floppy. Look at this. I'm going to put it on a bit of kitchen towel, see if it dries any further. It's always possible, it's just, you know, whatever residual moisture it has got. We shall see. I mean, the colours are still really vibrant, which is really nice, because sometimes when you press flowers, the colours just disappear. You know, it goes all sort of sepia-y. Oh man, it's still floppy. Still floppy. I'll leave that there. Let's have a look at this one. That one looks quite nice. It's definitely flattened it out. I'm not sure if it's dry though. Very hard to tell. It looks like it still has a bit of moisture in the middle, but that may just be because buttercups are very shiny. Buttercup. Right, whatever. I shall put it, stop, on here, see if it'll dry a bit more. But, okay, let me tell you what I think about this. So, it's a nice idea. I can see kind of how it works. I'm just going to double check that I actually followed the instructions. I mean, the thing is, if you're using a piece of paper, if you're using a cup of water in with it as well, you can't really leave it in for longer than about 25-30 seconds, otherwise the water will get too hot and you're liable to boil the water, which is why you have to replace the water with cold every time you do it for another 20 seconds, which is a bit of a waste of water in my opinion. But then I suppose if you've got to water some plants, you can always put it in like a plant thingy, or you can put it in a kettle or something like that if you don't want to waste the water. Yeah, just until they appear dry when done carefully with freshness, they should now be used in craft products. Now, I don't think, for example, if I wanted to use these flowers in, I forgot to set my line. If I wanted to use these flowers in, say, resin or something, I'm not fully confident that these would be dry enough to use, because resin does not play nicely with water, and if there's any moisture in them, it'll sort of cook them, and it's not good. And they just don't seem dry, if you know what I mean. And I was down there for quite a long time, and considering it's 20 seconds at a time, it says here, heating tips, about 20 seconds on full power produces the best results. You can repeat 2 or 3 times for the flower to fully dry, or for larger flowers. And it's like, these ones with my microwave, which admittedly isn't it's not like a 900 watt microwave, it's like, but it is an 800 watt, so it's not like a weedy little microwave. Though it is a little microwave, so I don't know, maybe if that was some of the issue. But I just kept putting it through and putting it through and putting it through, and these did not get anywhere near looking like they were going to start burning. They don't look fully dry. As I say, I'd probably leave these, I'll flip that over, probably leave these on here for a little while to see if they dry any further. But frankly, the whole experience was just a bit off-putting, because, you know, you've got this bold statement on the front, instant flower press. Press and dry flowers in seconds using a microwave oven. It's like, okay, yeah, but then a year is full of seconds. Yeah, and I arranged it. I only did a couple of flowers at a time. None were touching. I don't know. I mean, it was a humid day today, but it wasn't wet. Trying to think. I used, one of the things they recommend as a really good one to dry is a buttercup. So I used a buttercup, and I'm just not happy with the result. And as I say, it put me off just having to keep cooking it and cooking it and cooking it. The actual thing itself never got more than slightly warm to the touch. I mean, it says here it's for, I mean, it was in a kids section of a shop, and it says here that an over 8 with adult supervision would do it. But I think anyone sort of who wasn't quite happy to watch a microwave for hours on end doing 20-second bursts of microwave juiciness would just be put off. I mean, I was put off. I was like, I didn't really want to come and do this. I was like really excited to use it, and I'm just massively disappointed. And that's kind of sad, because sometimes I want to do resin projects, or sometimes, I mean, that would make, you know, you can press your own flowers, and the idea of pressing your own flowers quickly means you can have a project that you don't have to plan months in advance. You can actually, you know, if someone had a particular flower and it was their birthday, you know, a favourite flower or something, and it was their birthday coming up, and you happen to have access to one of those flowers and you want to dry it and maybe make a card out of it, or put it in some resin for them, make like a little photo holder or something like that. be really nice. But from this, I don't know if I'll be using this again. I mean, it probably will, because it wasn't cheap. It wasn't expensive though. I mean, it wasn't like breaking the bank type thing. And if you've got patience, which I don't have a massive amount of, I suppose you could, you know, experiment with it, see how it works and what have you. See what's the best way of using it. I'm looking at my other flowers now. I'm looking at what the other flowers I have now, and whether or not I have the energy to actually try and do one of these chunkier flowers. I'm like, I should really try it out, but it's like, oh god, do I have to? Oh no, this one's gone all fallen apart one. This one's all fallen apart. I don't know how I would do this one, to be honest with you. I don't know why I even picked this one. Got green fly in it and everything. Come out, green fly. Come on. Out you come. Come on, you. Out, out. I don't want to press you in there. No one wants a dried bug. Oh no, well, it looks like it's going to be petals only now. Look, his little inside bits are falling out. But yeah, for all I know, it might actually be better used as a conventional flower press and just press these like this. But it seems a shame when it says instant. It's like, yeah, okay, I didn't expect it to actually be instant because that's asking for too much, but you know, you expect it to be at least lickety split, you know, fairly quick and easy. And it is, and to be fair, it is very easy to use. As long as you've got a microwave, as long as you've got a microwavable cup you can put some water in. The water, obviously, as I say, you can't really do it much over 20 seconds because it will probably boil over, and then you back to square one with the moisture. But yeah, so as these things go, I think this is actually it's sad because it's put me off a bit. And I was as you probably noticed, I was quite happy to quite keen to have a go at it. But it is what it is. So yeah, if you've got patience, an infinite amount of time, somewhere you can put the spare water and whatnot, I'm sure that would be great. That'll be fab. I might go and try and dry these petals and see how it goes, and add on to this video at some point, but or just you know. But at the moment, I'm just like, no, this sucks balls. I do not like. It's also that weird teal colour that seems to be everywhere at the moment, and I don't know why. But that's okay. So this is me signing out. Somewhat disappointed. And I'll see you next time. Bye.